在2000年的时候，我看到国外的一些杂志，大马士革钢，还有一些花纹钢的制作非常精美，发展的非常好，就决心要把这一个技艺给捡回来。因为没有前人的传承吧，很多都是靠自己查阅古书籍和一些手工锻打的匠人不停的去尝试。这个整个过程呢是非常漫长，也非常艰辛。
The Zhuang knife, which was popular in Guangxi, can be traced back to the Luyu dynasty more than 2,000 years ago. Its most representative shape is a straight blade knife with a straight edge and a length of about 50 centimeters.
撞刀呢，它是劳作工具，在遇到外来侵略或者是有战争时候呢，它就作为冷兵器来使用。它的整个形制呢，也是根据这里的地理地貌、人体特征决定的。
It takes at least a month to forge a Zhuang knife from design to completion. It uses 3 kinds of steel with high, medium, and low carbon content. These steel, with various levels of carbon content, penetrate each other during repeated forging, in the process creating patterns.
看火候、掌握火候的，这么个环节呢，要积累经验还要把握时机它只有几秒钟过了也不行达不到，它也会失败
This ancient skill was nearly forgotten in Guangxi for a long time. Huang Dongpang has been credited for reviving this skill and putting the Zhuang knife back into the market.
因为没有前人的这么一个传承吧，很多都是靠自己查阅古书籍和一些手工锻打的匠人去不停的去尝试。这个整个过程呢是非常漫长，也非常艰辛。那作为这个壮民族的后人，我觉得我是一定要把这一个作为呈现壮文化的这么重要的一部分，觉得自己应该有这个义务去把它传承下来。
Once Huang was drawn to this ancient skill, he quit his stable job and devoted himself to the research of the Zhuang knife. Huang put all his savings into the research and endured countless failures along the way. His family at some point urged him to give up, but he persisted, believing that success was only one step away. After 9 years of hard work, he succeeded in reproducing the Zhuang knife.
我们看到花纹上面就颜色相对比较深的，这个就是含碳量很高的这一部分，白色的那一部分呢，就是属于含碳较低的，它体现的是韧，所以它是属于刚柔并济。原先我就是从事美术工作者，把一些美术的东西融合到我制作的这些撞刀，然后再重新组合，产生其他纹路，比如说回纹、云雷纹、布丁纹还有木纹，各种带有我们壮族这个元素的纹理都融合进去。
Since becoming the recognized inheritor of the Zhuang knife, Huang Dongpang is under great pressure to keep the tradition from being lost again. To promote the culture of the Zhuang knife, Huang Dongpang has opened 2 exhibition halls to display more than 100 pieces of his Zhuang knives. He has also tried to apply the pattern steel forging skill to civilian knives.
能够把整个撞刀的一个从17时代一直延续至今的那么一个历程能够呈现出来，让所有的广大民众能够看到这一个壮民族这么一项璀璨的刀具文化这个是我最大的愿望